just think he looks so funny when he's sleeping. Look at that little nose. So sleepy. Let's look at his little beans. So cute. Very, very cute. I hope this video helps you relax, just like Pippin. Sleepy kitty. Sleepy. Sleepy. Oh. And of course, Princess Marzipan, the sweetest little girl in the world. Dainty paws, little pink nose. Good kitties. Okay, so yeah, we're at the bookcase, and I thought we'd do some quick bookcase ASMR. Kind of tapping and scratching around while I show you some of my most beautiful books. And then we're going to pluck them off the shelves, some of them, and go take a close-up look and back in the office. Yeah, it's kind of dusty. It's a cute little wooden look into Middle Earth, like just sort of nondescript. Yeah, we can start here with The Hobbit. If you've been on my channel and you've seen like my reading videos, then you've maybe heard me read The Hobbit. Do you? I read the first like chapter. And I read the first chapter of The Fellowship of the Ring. Aren't these covers gorgeous? I have not yet read The Two Towers or Return of the King. Maybe that's something for the future. What do you think? My shelves are solid wood. I sprang for more expensive shelves, but they're not the biggest. Like, they only go up to here instead of all the way up to my ceiling. What is that on the ceiling? What? The Making of Middle Earth, the world's Tolkien and Lord of the Rings. And I really love the gold and silvery design, and it's like textured. Christopher Snyder. It's a really beautiful book too. Flick through. Yeah, but I'm not going to pull these off the shelf because I think the thing that makes them the most beautiful are my dust jackets that I got for them. My goodness, that right? Underneath the jackets, they are just the regular hardcover set. Not that they aren't beautiful, but I'm personally a huge fan of these dust covers. They're from Nighty. I'll try to remember to put a link in the description. They were a really good price. I've paid a lot for special dust jackets, and I've paid not a lot, and these were on the not a lot category. I think I paid maybe $15 for the set of 4, which is very reasonable. I actually had to stop recording because the rain was just torrential. Like, so loud, and the thunder started. It started thundering. Okay, so let's pick some more beautiful books out. I think that my copies of Twilight are quite beautiful, and they're also by the same people who did the Lord of the Rings dust jackets, Nighty. So you've got Twilight, and New Moon, Eclipse, and Breaking Dawn is kind of covered by this little page clip thing I have. Then we have another series I love, and I'm gonna pull these out so that we can look at them up close because they're so pretty. It's the A Court of Thorns and Roses series, which, you know, it's kind of sideways, hard to read, but you have A Court of Thorns and Roses, and then next, A Court of Mist and Fury, A Court of Wings and Ruin, A Court of Frost and Starlight, which is a little novella between the 3rd and the 4th book, and A Court of Silver Flames. I like how my nails kind of match the vibes of the series. Next, we have my newest book that just arrived yesterday, and it is The Irresistible Urge to Fall for Your Enemy by Nighty, or prettiest. I've been waiting for this book for months. I've been so excited about it because I'm a big fan of this author. She wrote a very famous fanfic that I love, and this is her first traditionally published novel, and I, of course, didn't know if I was gonna like it or not, but I really like her work, so I felt like supporting her with buying a special edition. So I got an Illumicrate subscription just to get this one book. And then I don't know if I'm gonna get anything else from them. Like, I might cancel the subscription. I just wanted this book. And it's really cool because this cover is clear. Hence why it kind of sounds different. And it's got gold. Kind of a downside is that I hear they get scratched really easily, and you can see it's a little scratched, and part of the words have come off a little bit, and they came that way. So that's definitely a downside to the acetate book covers or dust jackets. But I still think it's gorgeous, and the artist that did this artwork actually did the artwork on these covers as well, so I'm a fan of this artist, clearly. So yeah, we're gonna take a close-up look at that one. I feel like every book on this shelf is like a beautiful book. It's supposed to be like my favorite bookshelf, but then I haven't read this one yet. I was gonna start it today. I got interrupted, but I probably will start it tonight or soon. The Rose Bargain. This is another really pretty one. And I like that it's a hardcover. Like, there's no dust jacket on it. It's just like this. Next we have my Emily Wilde series. Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies, Emily Wilde's Map of the Otherlands, and the Compendium of Lost Tales. I haven't read this one yet, actually. Don't know what I'm waiting for. A rainy day, I suppose, because I know I'm gonna like it. These are from Owl Crate, and this is from LitJoy. They're really pretty. We're gonna take them off the shelf and look at them as well. There's beautiful artwork in them. There's beautiful artwork in this too. And in this one, my Six of Crows duology. Six of Crows and Crooked Kingdom. Favorites of mine, and these are also books from Owl Crate. I feel like their books are always smaller, like the same size compared to these bigger books. I just love like the sound of like running your nails against books. So yeah, beautiful artwork here. And we'll look at that. No spoilers. And last we have my pièce de résistance, my crowning glory, my like unicorn. it's like the kind of thing where you can't think about it too much. It's meant to be magical and mysterious. So the Gold Prince is set in fairyland, but they occasionally venture into the mortal world. And the darkest part of the forest is like the opposite, where it's set in a human town that's adjacent to fairy world. I just finished this last night. I gave it 5 stars. I just think I love everything she does. But this book matches the rest of the set. You can see the spines are gorgeous. And there's beautiful designs on the back. And LaJoy's also doing the Stolen Air and Prisoner's Throne editions like this as well. They've only done Stolen Air. They haven't announced Prisoner's Throne yet. So I got this one too. These are definitely my most expensive books. The ones that I feel most protective of. And the books that make me glad that, like, I don't have kids or anything, like any other sort of obligations or responsibilities, and I can just selfishly buy pricey books. And I'm gonna be rereading them because I want to read these editions. I've read these. But I have to read these now because I'm definitely the kind of person that reads special editions. They're not just shelf candy. So, that's the Holly Black shelf. We're gonna take them all off the shelf and look at them as well because there's some artwork in them that I want to go through. But that's pretty much what I wanted to show you on this shelf, or my bookshelf. And now we're gonna go back and we're gonna look at some up close. Up close and personal. Like I'm getting with you right now. See you there. Welcome back to the office. I thought I would switch to soft speaking. I've already hit the camera because I'm not as close to the microphones as I normally am, so I have to be a little bit louder. Otherwise I have to get like right up in the mic, and that's just like not gonna happen. We're no longer using the camera microphones, which I know a lot of people like, and I actually really like it too. Just picking all the cat hair out of my nails and fingers. Let's start with the books because I have a lot to look at with you all. Starting with The Phoenix Keeper. I'll tell you where all the books are from, if possible. Some of these are gifts, and I think this one says Illumicrate, so yeah, this was a gift. This was a book club book that my book club read months ago, and no one liked it but me. Yeah, I'm like the only one that liked it. Next, by S.A. McLean. I think the reason a lot of people didn't like this book is because it was really cozy, and by cozy I mean like slow, kind of low stakes, and it was kind of clinical almost in like the minutia of this Phoenix Keeper's day-to-day life. But what I loved about it was the minutia of the day-to-day life of the Phoenix Keeper. I think I have like a reputation in the book club for liking boring books. I don't know. The edges are very cool. Got phoenixes all along the side, and falling in love never burns so bright. I would say I would not think of this as a romance book. It's like a cozy fantasy. There is romance, but it's quite slow, very slow. Oh, by the way, you're gonna have to tell me which book sounds the best to tap on. I'm really curious what everyone's gonna think. I do love tapping on stuff with my long nails. It's like so fun. Oh, it even has a like a little, because I didn't get this box. Obviously, this was, like I said, it was this was a gift because I really liked the book, so one of my besties got me this special edition of it. This is the main character. Her name is Ayla, and she's a zookeeper in a magical zoo, and I love that concept. It's like everything a child at Allison wanted was be a zookeeper in a magical zoo. And it's like very modern day, contemporary, except there's magical creatures, which I loved. I think the cover of this is really cute, really beautiful. Look at that. And yeah, it compares it to Travis Baldry's Legend and Lattes. Definitely see the comparison. This is, spoilers, the romance. I really liked her a lot. I definitely almost liked her more than our main character. I know the common consensus was that she can do better than her. I just think that Ayla, this character, has a lot of anxiety and it's kind of difficult to read. But look at this. Don't you want to take care of gorgeous mythical Crease with this hot girlfriend of yours? So I really liked it, and it's signed. But I haven't read this edition because I already read it once. I like to read special editions, but I don't know if this is a read again one. I loved all these little details. I think it's a 4 out of 5 book for me. Next we have To Gaze Upon Wicked Gods by Molly X. Chung. Beautiful cover, but I actually prefer the hardcover underneath the dust jacket. I love these little gold accents. And this is a book I haven't read yet. A couple of these I have not read, which is kind of embarrassing. I have a lot. I have read most of the books on my shelf. Like, I actually counted it out and it was over 75%, I think. So that's a decent percentage, I think. I'm not one of those people that hoards books and never reads them. Like, I do read them. And this is also an Illumo Crate exclusive. I like how there's a difference between like front book tapping and spine tapping. The edges, kind of just the light design. It's a cool noise. But yeah, let's look at the oh, I love how many, like, all of these have artwork inside, and I think that's something I just love. I love art by real artists. And I love paying real artists for real art. None of that AI crap. Let's look at the art on the back. Oh god, she's gorgeous. Hello. Wow. And looks like we have like a very modern city through the window. Oh. And I really want to read it. This looks cool. Oh, she's from Marzipan. They do a lot of really cool ice sculptures there because it's like way up north. So this is the cover, which I think is stunning. And yeah, I see that we're gonna be doing a two worlds kind of thing, because then we have a very Grecian, although it says Rome, so Roman city, aqueduct, and a temple. Isn't that cool? I love that. And it's a cool kind of sword down the spine. So I have shown a few of these in videos before, so you might, if you're like an avid reader, watcher, I mean, actually both. I feel like if you like my channel and you like to read, you probably catch all my book themed videos, so you probably maybe will have seen this one on like a bookshelf tour or something. But it's really gorgeous. And then the next one, this is one of my earliest special editions that I got that I know I've shown here before, and it's Foul Lady Fortune, and I still haven't read it. It's also, a reason I haven't read it is because it's a duology and I don't have the second one. This is from the Bookish box, and I have two from the Bookish box. I just realized I didn't bring the other one over. Whoops. And it's a really like thick, substantial book. It's like very high quality, and the dust jacket is reversible, but I liked this gold one more. And then when you ordered the book, I had an option of choosing between her or him. I think his name's Orion, Rosalind and Orion. Oh, it probably says on the other side. Rosalind, Orion, yeah. And like, no offense, Orion, but I'm gonna choose her. And her beautiful cheepaw. So it's like a supernatural fantasy kind of, like she can't die, which I think sounds so cool. And they're like spies in like 1940s Shanghai. Sounds so cool. But yeah, I only have the one, so haven't read it yet. Beautiful spine. Here's the like reverse. I just didn't think it was as cool. I don't know. I don't like the skull, I think. And I don't think there's art inside. I think it's just this pattern. Same pattern that's on the edges. So that's Found Lady Fortune, which again, not read. Yikes. Next is The Teller of Small Fortunes. This is not a special edition, actually. So, plain edges. One of my friends actually hates sprayed edges. She's not a fan. I do like them, but depends, I guess, on how cool they are. And oh my god, this new thing I just saw. Someone is doing 3D edges, like it's been sculpted and carved so that this is not smooth, it's like bumpy. And okay, cool innovation. Like, I like that we're creating new ideas in the book world, which largely hasn't changed in hundreds of years. But this is not it, or at least it's not being done well yet, because it looks pretty bad. I don't know, look it up for yourself if you're curious. This was a very cozy book, like very low stakes. It was very Legends and Lattes by Travis Baldry. And I like Legends and Lattes. Again, I like slow, low stakes, cozy stuff. I can't read it all the time because I will probably get a bit bored, but I think it's a good palate cleanser. If you've read like an epic 6-book series and yeah, you need like a break, I think these are good for that. And they're usually not very long. Like, I mean, don't read it for spoilers, but it's just over 300 pages, very short. But I got it because the hardcover is so cute. I love it. It's very textured. And the little cat is kind of embossed on it. No, it's more engraved, not embossed. You can rub his little belly. And is there anything on the back? I don't know. No. I think I gave it like a 4, maybe like a 3.5, because, I mean, I think it was cute. But I don't think a lot of my friends would like it. A little too slow. Too cozy. But if you like cozy stuff, because you're on my channel, so maybe you do, this is a good one. Next is another I haven't read. Actually, there's 2 I haven't read in a row. A Song to Drown Rivers. And I got this one a while ago and I barely remember what it's about. Yikes. I don't know. Oh, it's the 4 Beauties, okay. But I thought that I thought it was really cool underneath. It's like a sword. The mind destroys, the heart devours. And the back is also really pretty. It's like a hair pick. A fish and flowers, 2 fish. haven't read it yet, and it doesn't look super long. Yeah, again, just over 300 pages, so maybe this will be a good palette cleanser as well. Because this year I've read a lot of really long, as in 800 plus page books, and it burnt me out for a while. And unfortunately I just didn't read anything. I played video games instead, but I probably should have tried to just read like something short. I know one of my friends just read like a ton of novellas for that reason. And this is the last one I have that I haven't read, The Last Bloodcarver. Another gift from a friend. I think it looks really cool. Look at this heart. I think this is an Owl Crate book, just judging by the size. Like all their books are about this size. Curse your wretched little heart. And look at that. And again, stunning art. Oh my goodness, beautiful. Beautiful. I love when they do like cool gilded stuff inside the book. I think that's super cool. And beautiful. Spoilers. But I love this cover. Look at that. They all wore masks, but he taking his off for her. Whoa. Heart Soothe. Isn't that cool? So I really like that. And then there's like art inside that really intrigues me. Very like academic anthropology kind of vibes. Really intrigues me. So that's the last one I have not read. All of these, by the way, if you can tell, were all pulled off my Asian author shelf. They're all kind of grouped. So, except for the Phoenix Keeper, which was in a different shelf, and I just grabbed it. So the last one from my Asian author shelf is Watermoon. I think I talked about this one before because I recommended it. Oh yeah, I recommended it in my like little bookstore roleplay I did a few months ago. This one is cozy, but not in the same level of like The Teller of Small Fortunes or like Legends and Lattes. This one is a little bit more cinematic. I don't know. Because like a cozy fantasy like the others, I don't think they would play out on screen well. Because there wouldn't be enough tension and drive. It's more of like a kid's book than anything, you know, something where it's like very low stakes. But this felt more like a film. And it has heavy Studio Ghibli vibes for those who enjoy that sort of thing. It's not a special edition. This is the other non-special edition I have, but I got it because you'll see. I mean, the cover is so beautiful. I love these colors. I mean, can you tell? And so cool. The dust cover can be turned into origami, and you fold along these lines. You follow the instructions here, and they sit in a little boat like that. Because Because did you know dust covers were really only meant to be used to protect a book as you brought it home from the bookstore? But we just like kept them on always. Like we just still use them. It's meant to be thrown away when you get home. But you could still use it to protect from dust, you know? So I see why we still use them, but I love that this one can be kind of discarded and used for something else. Okay, it's ACOTAR time. I actually meant to start with these and I totally forgot. They don't even fit on the camera because they're so tall, but I lined it up so you could see the spine is so cool. So this is my ACOTAR set. And these I won't really be taking the dust covers off of because, as I said, they're just the regular editions underneath. Man, if you're not familiar with the ACOTAR series by Sarah J. Maas, like, if you've never even heard of it, I don't know what you're doing, because I feel like it's so popular, it's permeated so much of pop culture. It's a lot of people's kind of foray into, like, a fantasy romance genre, so it is classic in that regard. I love them. And I've been meaning to reread them because it's been years. And I worry like I won't like them as much now because I've read other things I really like. But I think I'll always like them because they did pull me into the genre. So I'm gonna stack them in like order. Okay, we can go one at a time. This is A Court of Thorns and Roses. And these dust jackets are by A Touch of Magic Designs. I don't know if you can still get them, but the art is by the artist Frostbite Studios. And on the back we have another character. I mean, I'll say who the characters are, I guess. This is Lucian. And Tamlin and Pharaoh. Pharaoh's our main character here. The rest of the books will have spoilers on them for the series. So if you have not read ACOTAR and you want to, please skip to the next segment in the video because I'm gonna split it up like by books. Yeah, skip past ACOTAR. But well, real quick, I'll just show you that, like, well, there's a quote. I love that. There's quotes on both sides. And it's just a regular copy. It's like nothing fun on the cover or anything. So, yeah, if you want to avoid spoilers, click away. Okay, now that it's just everyone who's already read the series, my favorite of the series, ACOMAF, A Court of Mist and Fury. It is so beautiful. So here's book 2 with Farah and Reese. Absolutely drives me insane when people don't pronounce his name right. A lot of my friends pronounce him, what do they say? Rise? Like R-I-S-E or R-I-Z-E? I don't know. But it drives me crazy because it's a real name. It's not like a fantasy name. It just feels disrespectful to me. But I know one of my friends, she just doesn't care. Or she calls him Rice too. Yeah. And then on the back we have Amren and more. Looking very cute. And then quotes inside. To the people who look up the stars and wish, to the stars who listen, and the dreams that are answered. One of my friends has this like tattooed on her arms. It's so cool. I love looking at that. And I love all the little gold foil details. The little stars. And then we have book 3, the last in the trilogy, but not in the series. And it's of course A Court of Wings and Ruin. I think it's not my favorite take on Azrael and Cassian. They're very pretty boy. They look very young. So, not quite my favorite. But I like on the back that it has the sisters, Nesta and Elaine. And there's a lot of debate over the next ACOTAR book, ACOTAR 6. Will it be about Elaine? Don't know. Who knows? And then the quote. So God. And will you come with me on this adventure and all the rest? Always. Only you can decide what breaks you, curse breaker. Only you. I thought I really liked Sarah J. Maas after reading this, and then I read Throne of Glass and I didn't really like it. And then I read Crescent City and I didn't really like it. And now I'm like, do I like Sarah J. Maas, or do I just like this one series of hers? Then we have the novella, Frost and Starlight. It's very little, but I think this one's cool because it's like Pharaoh of the Crown on one side, then Grace of the Throne on the other side, and their hands are joined in the middle, which is very cute. Very short. Quote. And then the last in the series, which is my second favorite book of the series. And it might be my favorite dust cover of all of them. A Court of Silver Flames. I know everyone's really torn on this book, like love it or hate it. I like it. I love her personal growth story. I don't think anyone's past the point of redemption. So I really like that. But I also love the colors in this one. It's really pretty. And on the back you got her girls. Ooh, I'm blanking on their names. Emery? What's your name? Oh man, what's your name? I keep wanting to say Bryce because of her red hair. It's not Bryce, that's Crescent City. Oh my gosh, I just had it before I look. And what if I open it? If I let's see their names. Emery. Maybe at the end. Gwyn? Was that it? I think so. I don't know. And the quotes. Whoops. Can't believe I forgot. Yeah, it's Gwyn because some people ship her and Azrael and they call them Gwynrail. That's right. Yeah. I think it's really good story. It's very long, but I think it's very inspiring, and I really liked it. I burned through it, and that's my ACOTAR set. And I know a lot of people didn't want to get like a special edition set or dust jackets because it's pretty clear Sarah's not done with the series. But I thought it's funny that like my dust jacket, it looks like it ends on sort of like an up, like there could be another mountain added. So I'm like, maybe they'll do another dust jacket. Just the one that you can purchase like individually. It depends on if I like it, I guess, or not. If I don't like it, then I don't know, maybe I won't get it. Next is my Six of Crows duology by Leigh Bardugo. And Six of Crows was the series that like fully got me back into reading like 4 or 5 years ago. Like a lot of people who read avidly as a child, I fell off it around college, early 20s. And it was hard for me to get back into. I don't know why. And then it was easy to just not read. But I actually heard a lot about Shadow and Bone, and I remember the Netflix show was coming out, and I wanted to watch it, but I did not want to watch it before having read the books, because I always am like a book person is usually better than the adaptation person. So I read those, and then a lot of people were saying, oh, but the Six of Crows duology is even better than Shadow and Bone. I thought the Shadow and Bone trilogy was okay. It's like a 3.5 or 3. It's just kind of like standard YA chosen one stories, how I felt. But this series, so good. It was so unique, so different, so fun. It's like a magical heist series with a lot of like found family. They're very funny. There's a lot of banter, and I freaking love them. And to this day, they're probably the best split POV books that I've ever read, and have kind of spoiled me for other books that change POVs. So here's the first one. No mourners, no funerals. The first one is all about the ice court heist. So it's like a very ice court heavy theme in this book. There's artwork. I don't know if it's like you could reverse the dust cover. I think it's just artwork. And dear home in the ice court. I usually have them with the dust covers off, actually, because I think they look so cool. Like, look at that. Six of Crows. The water hears and understands. The ice does not forgive. And this is my first series that I got, or book that I got, that has artwork inside. A lot of it is kind of spoilery, so I don't really think I can show you a lot of it, but there's like one that's... where is it? I swear there's all in these books. What? Oh, yeah. So that's kind of spoiler-free art of the Six of Crows. I think this one at the end too. it's not really a spoiler, he's just one character, Nina. They're so good. And then the sequel, Crooked Kingdom. So good. But, no, I won't say anything. It made me cry. If a book makes me cry, I feel like it's probably gonna be 5 stars. Yeah, it's definitely a 5-star series for me. We never stop fighting. I like the edges on this one more, of the actual crows and like the houses. Oh, and you can even see like once again, art on the inside. And I really love the hardcover of this. Ketterdam, the tourist guide. Ketterdam is just like magical Amsterdam. I think Leigh's world building is some of the best that I've read. Like, she does such a good job. The world feels so possible, and her magic system is so cool. So I haven't actually read these editions. I've been meaning to do a reread this year, but I've been caught up in a lot of other stuff. I thought that there was a heart there. I hear some. Ooh. So good. So I want to read it, but I have read it before, you know what I mean? Like, I've read this series, and I've read the other series, King of Scars. I didn't like that duology as much. Yeah, it wasn't as good, so I'm mainly just about Six of Crows and Crooked Kingdom. Marzipan's in front of my books. Marcy. This one I actually had the dust cover off and I didn't put it on. It's the Rose Bargain, but it looks so pretty under the dust cover that, like, why would I want that on? This is a recent 5-star read. There's Marzi hair all over my hands now. It's kind of Bridgerton meets The Cruel Prince. And it's the first in either one, like a 2 or 3 book series, I don't know. But the second one doesn't come out until like next year. I'm heartbroken. I burned through this in 24 hours. It was one of those wake up and can't wait to read more kind of books, which I needed because this was the book that pulled me out of my slump. As I said, I was in like a long book slump, and this one pulled me out of it. And it's set in like magical England, so it's like a magic alternate history where this fairy rules England instead of the mortal king or queen. And there's a love triangle, which I thought was done really well. But this is a lit joy, edition. Oh, I didn't mention my Six of Crows duology special editions are from ACOTAR. This is from Late Troy. I'll put you, I guess, on the ground. And also from ACOTAR is my Emily Wilde set. This is a series I love. 5 stars. It's a little slow. It's quite academic. It's very like academia coded. She's a professor who is cataloging fae, specifically in this fake Scandinavian country. Professor Emily Wilde. So these you can like put the dust cover on, or you can take it off. Oh my gosh, I love these gold details. You can reverse the dust cover, and I love the reverse. Look at that. Oh my god, it's so cute. And I also just love the naked hardcover. They all have her dog, Shadow, on them. So cute. Shadow's a very important character. And I love the spines. They all have a mushroom. And they say 1, 2, and 3. And a beautiful kind of scenic view. Yeah, this one's very snowy, very wintry vibes, very magic fantasy, like fairy tale, but kind of dark. Not like a light, happy fairy tale. And that's what I like about them. I like that it doesn't follow a lot of tropes that other books do when it comes to like the fae or the fae prince. Like, this book breaks a lot of tropes. I also like that the characters are older. I think they're like 30, 32, something like that. So they don't feel so childish and they don't act childish. And they're just so well written. And I love that Emily's not particularly likable. She's kind of grumpy, like a cozy Katniss Everdeen, and he is just so fun. Wendell. He's definitely in my like top book boyfriends list. And this one, it's kind of spoilers, the artwork, but it's like the first chapter. Artwork, I mean, I won't show you that one actually. That artwork is spoilery. Look at this with the mushrooms. I love, we have autumn vibes in this one. So beautiful, like a fly amanita here. I think this one might be the prettiest. Maybe it's a toss-up between book 2 and 3. And here's the dust cover that you could reverse it for. Me and one of my friends, we love this series. We both got these ACOTAR special editions. But they're not for everyone. I know not all of my friends would love these. You have to like slow because they're written, you kind of see like almost in like diary entries. I don't think everyone would And this is the third and final book in the series, and the only one I haven't read. And I don't know why. Actually, one of my friends has read the first book and not the second or third, so maybe I'll waiting for her to go through it. Oh, great. The edges are okay. I don't really care about the edges. I mean, this is spoilers for you and me. I haven't read this one. But this one, I guess, very green summer. It's kind of spring, I suppose, as well. Spring and summer. Flowers are blooming and Shadow is running. So pretty. But this reverse is my favorite. Look at that. How can you not love how magical that is? I love it. So there's so many different ways of displaying these books. You know, you can display them like this. You can display them with this cover out. You can display them with this cover. There's just so many options here that I don't even know what to do. I need more bookcases. Yeah. Then we have the book, my newest book. I actually started it last night. So the bookshelf bit of the video I filmed yesterday. So late that night I did start it, and I didn't read too much, but I love it so far. You can really see the clear jacket reflecting my ring light. This one sounds a little different because of the jacket. Having read some of it, I feel that this design and the hardcover design make so much sense, and the edges even make so much sense. I didn't really care for these at first. I don't know, just kind of looks weird, but it perfectly fits the book. I feel it was really thought out now. And it's an Illumicrate exclusive, like I said. But so yeah, the dust jacket is clear. Here's some art. And there's more art on the back, which feels like it could be spoilery. I don't know. And here's the hardcover. I love how different the vibes are from the pink, girly, fun, character art to this. Look at that. How cool is that? And like I said, if you read the book, this makes sense. I thought it was a nervous system at first. It kinda is. Kinda isn't. But they perfectly go underneath the character art, which is so freaking cool. And I think it's signed. Her signature is so cute. So far, I really recommend, but hard to say since. Oh, sorry. But yeah, look. See? Since I'm only 20% in. Yeah, I don't love how easily they seem to scratch, though. I feel I'll have to take really good care to make sure that this stays pristine. I love it. And if you don't know, this is a Dramini coded book. I can't say that it's
actually Hermione. She's known for a Hermione fanfic. And then this is like a Hermione coded standalone, well, like traditionally published story. Yeah. Last, we have my Holly Black collection, which are my pièce résistance. Yeah, so good. I feel like these will make a different tapping noise. Kinda, yeah. Because they're like cloth bound. So this is the standalone, kind of a prequel, not really, set in the same world, different characters, and I loved it. 5 stars. She writes grown-up style fairy tales so well, and she's also the queen of world building. Everything feels so visceral. You can see this world, this fairy world, in the mortal world that's adjacent to it. Yeah, these creatures, the way she describes these fairy creatures, beautiful and horrible, just it makes it hard to read anything else that has like fairy creatures in it after these. And they're on kind of the same page as the Emily Wilde series, so I clearly have a type. I like dark, like gritty, I guess, kind of fairy tales. Which is why I think it would be hard for me to go back and read ACOTAR, which is like a very different fae kind of story. After things like these, where it doesn't feel kiddie washed, you know. Absolutely gorgeous character art. And she also grabs you so much, I think, in the beginning of these books. Like she, you know, you're supposed to have like a first chapter test, like if a book grabs you in the first chapter, you're gonna love it. I don't think that always happens these days to me, but every one of Holly Black's books grabs me immediately. And the best part about the series, I don't know if I mentioned, is that they are annotated. This is her handwriting. I showed this to my dad, bless his heart. He was like, "So do you know the author she wrote in your books?" No, but no. I was trying to explain, like, they all look like this, they're printed this way, and then he thought that was cool. But yeah, briefly he did think I was personal friends of Holly Black. I love this quote. "Come now, my child. If we were planning to harm you, do you think we'd be lurking here beside the path in the very darkest part of the forest?" Great quote to start this book. But like, look, she starts this. "Down a path worn into the woods, past a stream and a hollowed out log full of pillbugs and termites, was a glass coffin. It rested right on the ground, and in it slept a boy with horns on his head and ears as pointed as knives." And as far as she knew, he'd always been there, and no matter what anyone did, he never, ever woke up. Come on, don't you want to know more? Don't you want to know, why is he there, and will he wake up? And this one, like my Six of Crows one, has artwork inside. And the artwork pages are beautiful. Like, they are such high quality. You have to kind of tuck the ribbon in so that it doesn't like poke out. There we go. won't show you any more of the artwork because it could be spoilers. So I just finished this a couple days ago. It does have kind of like a scratch. Like right there, do you see? It's probably okay. That's the darkest part of the forest, and then the other 4 are all part of the same actual series. Oops. Oh, I can't believe they're mine. I'm so proud of these, like owning them. All it took was a lot of money too. You can really see how this one is the longest and then they get shorter. That's a downside to the series. You want more. So, because this has been such a long video, without taking too much longer, here's the scroll prints. And yeah, I'm thinking of doing like a reading video, maybe reading the first chapter, and maybe doing an ACOTAR reading video too, now that I own physicals of that. I just had ebooks before. I won't say much about this, but if you're interested, I'll do a reading video, and I guarantee you'll be interested in the series after that if you haven't read it. And I love this map. It's so pretty. I just love looking at the little details all over it. And there's, like I said, artwork. I'll show you just one. It's pretty early in the book, so not much of a spoiler. But our main character, Jude, has got to be maybe my favorite FMC female main character of all time. She's iconic. The second book, look at this beautiful like mermaid fishtail. The Wicked King. I can't wait to reread these. And I won't really do artwork inside because it feels spoilery. Yeah, I won't show you artwork anymore after this because I don't want you to see spoilers. The third and final book is The Queen of Nothing. The snake motif. And then it's like a novella. It's kind of a prequel, kind of a sequel. It's more of a prequel, I suppose. But I love this. It's illustrated throughout, which, I mean, these have illustrations in them, but that's not like normal. That's just for these LitJoy special editions. But this one, the book just came with illustrations, really beautiful ones too. Like, isn't that gorgeous? So I really loved reading this. It reads very much as like a fairy tale, parable, kind of, you know, cautioning kids story, while simultaneously being like a story about the King of Elfin. So I love that it was included in this, and I think they look so pretty all lined up together. these colors. And I love just the plain gold gilded edges. That's actually probably my favorite style of edge, is just plain gold like that. So like I said, I did order the sequel, The Stolen Heir. I always get them mixed up, like which one comes first, The Stolen Heir or The Prisoner's Throne. Pretty sure it's The Stolen Heir. I pre-ordered that. I don't know. It took me like 7 months to get these, so I'm not expecting to get that till next year. And then whenever they come out with the second one, I guess I gotta get that too. Complete the collection. And then you can kind of put this one next to it. The spine doesn't match, but it kind of, like, color-wise works. By far my most expensive books. They, I guess I should mention, if you're interested, they made like another printing, like a 4th printing of these, but they upped the price. They're so expensive. I believe they are $190 for these 4 books. Isn't that pricey? Like I said, not cheap, and I know how lucky and spoiled I am to own them. I did get them when they were cheaper though. I paid less than that for the whole thing plus shipping, because I got like discount, like 10% off, and they were cheaper back then. So I don't know that I could get them at $190. It's still cheaper than paying $500 for them secondhand, I guess. That's just crazy. Like, that's insane. Like over $100 per book. Really? Really? Okay. Anyway, this has gone on for a very long time, which I hope you enjoyed. I could talk about books forever, and I love looking at books and tapping on books, talking and whispering, and yeah, it's been a good time. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any questions about any of the books in the comments, feel free to let me know. I will be happy to answer them for you. And if you have a request for a book reading video that's not ACOTAR the Cool Prince, because I'm probably gonna do both, let me know. If you want to just express support for the Cool Prince and ACOTAR reading video,